Hey everyone, it's Hidesh. Now let's go ahead to the next 10 first grade kanji. So these are the kanji we learned today, okay? So in the last video, we've seen numbers, right? We've learned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this time, well, it's still, again, a number. So let's take a look at the first one. Okay, first let me show you how to write it. You first make the long horizontal line like that. Maybe curving a little downward, and from here at the center you make a short sweeping down to the left like that, and somewhere around here you start another straight line downward, and you make a box here. You start from here again, maybe barely touching the first, this little sweep here, and there's a corner and you go down. And you divide this box into half with this line and another one here, and you close it. Well, so as I've said in the last video, this part can go beyond the line. Well, it doesn't have to. You can converge to a same line, whatever you like. But maybe you should put some stress here. Okay, now let's see the meaning. So since we've learned all the numbers up to 10 in the other video, is this 11? Well, of course it's not 11. For 11 we use 10 plus 1. So actually this kanji means, 100. It means 100. And Chinese style rating is 100, which means 100. And Japanese style rating is which is very rare, but we sometimes read it as momo, but it's a very rare usage. Oh, I didn't mention in the last video, but Japanese style rating is always expressed by hiragana, okay? Now let's go ahead to the next one. Yeah, so the next one is you start from here, sweeping to the left a little bit downward, and you make a very long horizontal line that is curving downward. And finally, you make a long straight line, which you can finally sweep down. Okay, now what do you think this kanji means? Yeah, it's still a number, so yeah, right. It means 1,000. Chinese style rating is 1000. Japanese style rating is sometimes shi, but it's a little bit rare actually. All right, now actually these 12 kanjis, including the ones you learned in the previous video, these are all the numbers that you learned in first graders. So the next one, the third kanji, won't be anything about numbers actually. But other than first grade kanji, there are other number kanjis actually. For example, how about 10,000? Do you think 10,000 is only expressed with 10 and 1,000? Well, in Japan and China, also Korea, it's not. We have a specific word for 10,000. And in kanji, we go like this, which is read as, in Chinese style, man. And the next one, which corresponds to 100,000, actually we use 10 months, okay? 10 times man. And for 1 million, we use 100 man. You understand? And for 10 million, we use 1,000 man. So what about 100 million? Well, 100 million would be man times man. So actually, then we have another kanji here that will be a very difficult kanji like this, which can be read as, in Chinese style, oku. This means 100 million. So if we go even further, 1 billion is expressed with 10 times oku. So 10 okus. So 10 billion is 100 oku, like that. So if I write it in Arabic numbers, this is actually 10 to the 4th, right? And this one is 10 to the 8th. And actually, we still have 10 to the 12th, which is man times oku. That'll be cho, which will correspond to 1 trillion, I guess. And actually, we still have 10 to the 16th. That is K. And actually, we can go all the way to 10 to the 68th. Well, I guess normal Japanese people, maybe they only know cho or K. That's enough. We usually don't know anything more than that. But actually, it goes all the way in every 4 orders. So it goes like man, oku, cho, kei, gai, jo, ko, kan, sei, sai, goku, go, gasha, asogi, nayuta, fukashigi, muryou taisu. Yeah, that's all the numbers we have. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to first grade kanji. All right, so the number kanji is over. From here, the rest, 8 kanjis, are those regarding time and nature. So let's start from this kanji. Okay, you start from a little sweeping down to the left. And from here, you start a horizontal line to the right. And another line here. And you start a vertical line from here. And the longest line like that. And finally, you can make the long vertical line, which you can maybe sweep down. Okay, now the meaning is, yeah, it's something about time. It means year. Okay, in Chinese style rating, it's nen, which means year in Japanese. And in Japanese style, it's toshi, which also means a year in Japanese. All right. Okay, next one. Okay, well, this is actually what you can see in here, right? So you can only write this part without the first and second line. So we go like that. Yeah. Okay, now this means, well, I think basically this has 2 meanings, which is as a time, this can mean day, but also as a nature word, this means a sun. Well, actually, this kanji is made from drawing of a sun, and they say it became like that, and then it went like that. So, sun. Chinese style rating is nichi, or sometimes it's a bit rare, but jitsu. Okay, Japanese style rating is hi. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this 5th one. Okay, you start from this long sweep downward like that. You go left and you start from here, another one, and you go to the right. There's a corner and you go down and you stop here and there's a corner and you sweep up and you make 2 short lines here and here. Okay, the meaning is for time word, it means a month, but at the same time, it has a nature word, which is, yeah, the moon. Well, I hear that this kanji was made from drawing a moon. I don't know how, maybe from this kind of shape. For some reason, went like that, I guess. So anyway, it's month and moon. And to read this, usually in Chinese style reading, it's getsu, or sometimes gatsu. Okay, Japanese style reading is tsuki, tsuki, which means both month and moon in Japanese word. Tsuki, okay? All right, let's go to the next one. Well, the rest are, it has nothing to do with time. They're a kind of element of nature. I see what I mean. So this one, you start from a little dot that is diagonal, and you go over to this side, and you start from where it's a little bit higher, and you sweep to the left down. And from the center top, you make a long sweep to the left. And somewhere around here, you start another one to the right, like that. Oh, you sweep here, okay? Okay, so every time you put more stress on here than here, okay? Well, okay, so this means element of nature. Well, this kanji is actually made from this kind of drawing. That's what I hear. Yeah, it means fire. Okay, Chinese style rating is ka. In Japanese, hi, which means fire. Okay. Okay, so now the next is this one. You make a long straight line in the center, and here's a corner, and you sweep up. And you start from here, go to the right, and you don't have to touch the first line. And there's a corner, and you sweep down to the left. And you start another one from here, a little bit higher than here. Go this way, and another line. It's not the same stroke. It's another stroke that starts from here, and you go down, and you sweep. Make sure you sweep here. You put more stress on here than here, maybe making it lower. Okay, now the element of nature again. This means water. In Chinese style rating, sui. Japanese style, mizu. Mizu, which means water in Japanese. Okay. 3 more to go. Okay, now this one. Okay, this one is actually easy. You can see its meaning from how it looks. Okay, you start from the horizontal line, and then you make the vertical line here, and you stop here. Don't sweep down. And from this crossing point, you make a sweep to the left, and another one to the right. All right, now what does it look like? Well, it became from this kind of drawing. You see? All right, yeah, it's a tree. Chinese style rating is moku, or sometimes boku. But basically, Japanese style rating is more important. It's ki. Ki means a tree in Japanese. Okay, sometimes we use it as ko, but this one is very, very, very rare, so you don't have to learn it. Okay. Okay, 2 more to go. All right. Well, I believe you've seen this kanji if you know about Japanese chess shogi. Okay. Well, it's a little bit complex. You make a long sweep to the left, another one from here again to the right. So it's kind of a hat, and you make a short horizontal line, another one, well, maybe a little bit longer. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. And from here, you go down, and you stop it there, and make a little dot, diagonal, and make another one from here, and you sweep to the left. So these 2 dots are like these dots you see on the fire, and the last one, you make it longer than 2 lines like that. So maybe you should put some stress here. This should be carving this way. And always go diagonally upward, okay? Now, this meaning is, it means gold. Okay? Okay, Chinese style rating is king. sometimes kon, but it's pretty rare. And Japanese style, it's kane. Kane. Well, this word kane actually can also mean money, actually. Yeah, it sometimes means a gold, but this word sometimes means money. And sometimes it's very rare, but we often rate it as kana too. Okay, now the last one. Okay, it's simple. You make a short line, vertical line that cross it, and last one, it touches and a little bit curving. So this means something like Earth. Oh, but it's not the planet Earth. What I mean is the ground or soil. That kind of meaning for Earth. You understand? Not the planet. Okay, now how you read it is basically in Chinese do, or sometimes to. And Japanese style reading is tsuchi, which means something like ground, soil, or mud, like that. Okay, so yeah, so we learned two numbers, big numbers, and year, day, month, also sun, moon, and fire, water, tree, golden, earth. Oh, and actually, we've seen two stars, the sun and the moon, but actually there are more in these kanjis. Yeah, let me talk about that. It's pretty interesting. So if we add another kanji here let me combine another kanji here to a fire. That kanji is actually this one. Okay, this kanji means a star, which we don't learn in first grader. And the combination of this fire with star, this whole word means Mars. And this means you can read it as kasei, suisei. This means Mercury. Mokusei means Jupiter. Kinsei means Venus. And Dosei means the Saturn. Well, Do means Earth, but it's not planet Earth, so it means Saturn. So it's pretty interesting, right? Alright, so that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.